Sensational knockout artist and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner from Kansas City, Missouri, here is the hard-hitting WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Tommy the Duke Morrison.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
Here we go for round one. Good left counter that lands. Nice job by him to block that jab. Beautiful counter shot. He blocks that jab. Nice counter. Both men step back for just a moment. Can shoot with the left counter. Good job. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Through the hook, didn't land. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Counter punching. That left counter was perfectly timed. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Perfect counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Hey, those punches add up. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Terrorized them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
I like that. Fantastic. Good man. And every time you see him, take a big deep breath. Banging down too small.
There's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He just misses with that big right hand. A lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drums because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Left hand misses. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. So much firepower here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
The halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. But that left lands. No power in those punches. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Look absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He just misses with that jab. Blocks the jab. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Misses with that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. Swing and a miss with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he misses with that jab. Landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job. Still swinging with nothing left. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. He misses with that jab. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And this with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Now, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both of these fighters have had their moments. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. And we enter the ninth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he just missed with that left jab. And he just got caught. He just got caught. How is he still on his feet? He somehow weathered the storm. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
This is the 10th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Left punch. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Close fight here in this round. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? What we are seeing. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Can't land the jab there. Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam. Despite
what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. That punch landed. Nice punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Solid punch. Just rung his bell. Can he finish the job? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back. That left scores. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.